and that we do Recovery Church and have now for 12 years, almost 13. And that's my sobriety. Understand, that is what keeps me on this side of those bars, is the fact that I go and share the hope, the love of Christ with somebody else. You know, so I'm not trying to paint a picture here that Steve was doomed from the beginning, because he wasn't. Now I'm going to talk about Steve's salvation. And somebody's going to get embarrassed, and I'm sorry about that, but Steve was saved.
Praise
Okay?
God.
I don't have a question about that. I don't, if you ask me if somebody is saved, I don't know. I can't say that with any confidence that somebody else is saved. And the reason is that I typically wasn't there when they got saved. You know? And that's between you and God. If you tell me you're saved, I'm going to trust that you are. Right? If you tell me you're not saved, hey, let's get down to some business. Okay, so there came a time many years ago. Steve lived in Des Moines. He was married. His wife was in the hospital, and she was in pretty bad shape. And it was a Sunday, and we went to church at a place called Hope Lutheran, I believe. That's where the family was attending at that time. And I don't remember exactly the circumstance, but the kids, and I still call you kids, were not in the church with us. I think they were with Bob and Diane at the time. And I think they had gone to church too. And me and Steve were sitting there in this pew. And I asked him, "Are you saved? Do you know Jesus?" "Yes, Dad, I do." I said, "Well, okay, let's pray." And then I prayed. I said, and I explained to him that he was a sinner. And I explained to him that God had a new way for him, a new life for him. And that he could be saved, he could have eternal life forever. And when we finished praying, these tears were just rolling out of his eyes. And he said, "Dad, nobody's ever explained it to me like that before." And so I was there when he professed his faith, I believe for the first time. And I've seen no evidence that I was wrong. Okay? He had struggles all through his life. This is something that in Recovery Church and people in recovery have to work out. How can a saved person die of alcoholism? How can it be that somebody who is saved dies of a heroin overdose or meth, whatever it would be? And over the years, I've come to realize that addiction is not a disease of the soul. It's a disease of the flesh. It has control of our flesh. Therefore, it can control our body. Doesn't mean that God doesn't have our soul. People that have cancer can get down on their knees and pray, and they can be saved and die of cancer. It's a fact of life. I don't like it. God can't save us from anything. I have witnessed God rise people from the dead when man had looked at him and said, there's no more we can do. And so I know what kind of miracles God can and will do. When I found Steve, and I found him, for anybody that might not know, when I found Steve, I went into shock. my first response was just shock. I didn't know, I didn't anything. I was just, no. I stepped back out of his room then, and for just an instant, I thought, what do I do? Then I realized I gotta call 911. I stepped back into his room, and in my spirit, I've already told the family this, in my spirit, God spoke to me, and I heard the same thing that we read in the Bible. He said on the cross, his last words, it is finished. And I realized that for Steve, it was finished. All the pain, all the suffering, it was gone. He is in the hands of the one that loves us all. And so, I want you to know that while I have my bad moments, I am also celebrating the life that Steve was. You know, and what God had done in his life. He had reconnected with his children recently and started building a relationship that had been estranged for many years due to his addiction. No, I'm not pulling any punches here. He was that guy whose addiction took him away from his family. And they had some real struggles over the years because of that. And so, Angel, I would like to hear from you. I won't make you, but I would like to hear from you.
Right now?
Right now? Or later.
Yeah, just